Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Oh my goodness, we have entered a very strange time, haven't we, with the COVID 19 virus and all that it has brought to our learning situation and to our families, and probably your work situation as well. And so I just want to point out some of the changes that we are experiencing if you haven't already looked at them for our class. I just want to be sure that having 2 weeks of some spring break isn't going to crowd us with our final projects. And so let's just take a look. So here we are, March 30th and Monday, and beginning our week the with 5 more weeks to go, our 12th week. So we still are reading chapters 15 and 16, and the symbolic paper and the symbolic frame quiz are due at the end of the week. So those will be due the 5th of April, right before we begin week 13, the 5th of April. So that's not a change. But when we begin April 6th for our 13th week, I'm going to add chapter 20 to chapter 17 for the reframing leadership. And the reason for doing that is that I think adding chapter 20 is going to help with the synthesis paper. And so let's go ahead and put that in. Chapter 20 talks about actually a synthesis project using all 4 frames with in an educational setting. Most of us are not in educational settings, but this gives you a way that you can look at how you might think about utilizing all 4 frames together in a synthesis paper for your project, for your looking at your HRD issue through 4 frames and creating that paper, that 46-page synthesis paper. So that's going to be due at the end of week 14. It'll actually be due the April 19th. And then we will have, at the end of our 15th week, we'll have the reframe quiz. And notice that that's different. We moved it from before the synthesis paper to afterward. And the reason that I did that is I wanted you to have the time to work on your paper. And so I think that your personal change agent paper is going to be a lot easier for you to write. And so I thought that would be easier to just not crowd you with too many things. I know you've likely got other classes that you're working on too, and hopefully that this will be a better working schedule for you. So the quiz then, that for the synthesis reframe quiz, is going to be due April 26th, right before we begin week 16. And then we'll be not having anything to read and having no activity for as you prepare your personal change agent reflection paper. And so that's going to be, then we will have the last week. We've removed what we had as just a reflection week before. We will put our personal change agent reflection paper due at during that week, and it'll be due May 3rd, and then we'll talk about them in our forums the week of May 4th. And so that's what we will do to get us to the end of the course. I know that all of you are busy with lots of things going on in your own lives, and so let me know if there are things I can do as far as accommodations for anything that you might need for the course. I do need to post grades the Tuesday following our last week, so I think that's the 12th or something like that. So just let me know what I can do to help. And thank you. I Hope all of you are doing your very best to stay healthy. I wish you all well and know that you are in my thoughts and prayers. With that, let's go into week 12.